What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Timberborn. So in the previous one, we got through the beginning tutorial and worked on collecting up some resources, building our plank and the timber farms here so that we can get some constant lumber, as well as apparently I was building something there and I already forgot what it was. So today we're going to be working on establishing the homestead and water management. So that's going to be one of the biggest things. I'm going to go ahead and plan to be making a dam, or not dam, what is it? A floodgate down here at this end, so that when we do get a drought, I can block off and keep some water in our little channel here. That will help keep the farm green. So as long as there's water in here, this area here should stay green, and then at some point I'll have to block this off, and then that'll help the upper pond here retain water, and then at some point I'll have to block this off over here. And then I'll have to build a floodgate here and here as well, because if there's a bad water or a bad tide, we'll have to do that. We are at the stage of a drought, so that's going to be taking effect here. Let's see. Beavers are going. Hold on, let me figure out where we're at. I have some planks. This is, yep, stopped because of the lack of water. I honestly don't think I need two foresters right here. I could probably just get away with this one for now. Let's pause. No, I want that one, but I don't want that one. And then once I can get over here, then I can build some more planks. In fact, let's do that. Let's go ahead and is this the right one? Yes, we'll do that. And then I want everything right here out. And then there's 11 berries in there. I'm pretty sure I can, yeah, they'll. Okay, so they get rid of that, and then I'll move the berries up over here. We're going to make our path go back here, just so I can. There. I lose some berries, but I'm getting access to more berries over there. I want to get across here so that once we do have water again, I can, you know, get these ones as well. I'm gonna get some more planks. I have 13 planks. I'm gonna have to be careful with how I use these. Let's see, power, I'm gonna need, oh, I just need wood for that. Okay, cool. So I can put, let me put down the plank first. I want that there, and then I want there. Okay, so they should get to building that. The drought's coming in. I'm gonna need a lot of planks so that I can build my floodgates. That'll be the biggest thing. Now, my goal for this video is it's gonna be about 45 minutes-ish, and we're kind of gonna keep going through this stuff. One of the things I did learn, though, is if you build more houses, you will get more beavers. If you control the amount of houses you have, then the beavers won't be going buck wild, you know, just creating more beavers. That's kind of what we want to avoid. I do want to set this up so that I can build a good walkway ramp, but I need more planks, I need more wood. I'll need to be able to get across here. These guys can actually move. Well, I don't really have a reason to move them. They could stay there, kind of. Well, let's focus on getting planks for now. This drought shouldn't be too big of a deal. We've got plenty of food, plenty. there's no trees. It's dead. Okay, so we'll pause. I'll have a lot more workers. Oh, and you know, when you have all these leftover stumps, you can tell them to get rid of them, or you just do it the easy way and make a path over them, and it will get rid of them when the path is paved. It's kind of like the, I don't know if it's a cheat code, if it's tip, but it works well. And then you come through here, pick what you want, deconstruct all that, and it's gone. Look at that, magic. All right, so I want to go from there, there. And I'll probably put another farmhouse down here. Not exactly sure where that's going to be. What I did before, I put a stair over here, but I think I'll put the farmhouse like right there or something. All right, research, we're at 300. About said 3,000. Oh, and this one these guys aren't doing anything because there's no water. So I might as well let them go be unemployed as well. We're gonna have to build some more carrot storage here. Plenty of plank storage. I think that's coming from here though. No? Okay. Okay, that's built. That can pause because we don't need it. And then I need to research the platform. It does take planks. Each one takes 6, so we don't have enough, so we're gonna have to wait until we get some water. I kind of want to move this one, but I don't have anywhere where I can. Trying to think of where I want to move this. Let's build another pile. Build the small pile. There's gonna be a lot of building over here, so we'll put that there. It'll be planks, and then I will set this to empty. They'll fill this once that's emptied. And then I need to make another berry collector. That should be fine right there. And then when they wake up, the drought will be over. We'll get some logs. Not that big of a deal. So there's no more trees in here. Well, actually, there's one tree. Those. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. That's empty. Yes. Now what I'm going to end up doing, there's our water. What I'm going to end up doing is actually I'm going to rotate, I'm going to move these over to here. We're going to need some more wood, so I'm going to focus on getting that first. This up here is all actually dead. So that's dead, that's dead, and that's dead. Dead. I think that's all the dead stuff. Nothing to do. Birch. I think that's as far as it goes. Yep. All right, cool. They'll get those done. And you guys don't need to be sitting here doing nothing while there's no trees. Let's get to drill, baby, drill. There's that one. I'm going to turn that one on because I need planks. Okay, now that we're making planks, I want to come in here. Let's forget where it's at. I want a platform, and after I have the platform, I need to make sure that I have a path over it. There we go. And then we're going to set the priority on the platform to max out, so that's going to be hopefully the first thing they build. I'm going to make sure I set this to a higher priority and that to a higher priority so that I get that done too. Okay, and then once we get that one built, I'm going to focus on getting another, probably two, because this thing's pumping out plenty of horsepower. So we can actually build up a second water wheel right there. And then we'll build two of these side by side. And then to gather up lumber. Good. And we're going to do lumber collection here, 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 there. Pretty much everything in there. That'll be good. That'll subsidize our wood until this is a bit more established. Alright, they're getting all that built. Good, good. We only have 75 logs. Let's put a 30 on that. So the trees, I only need one guy really out there doing that. Now, if you're thinking the same thing I am right now, it's like I have more buildings than I have beavers to fill them. Yeah, that's very true. I'll just build another house and we'll get more beavers. But I want to make sure that I have enough places for them to go once they're here. And once those trees grow up, we'll call that good. No, we'll just pause it then. Lumber is questionable at the moment. Working, that one's going. Okay, and then floodgate, I am gonna need 150. Need wood. Let's go ahead and research that. Now, here's the caveat to being able to build this. For them to reach these ones down here, they can obviously reach that one. We'll have to build a path and a walkway for them to get to it. So we will prioritize this, then that. Now the downside is that once we're done with this, we don't need these anymore. So I'll have to figure out a way to get the what do they call it? The upright material? The platform? Yeah, it's a platform. Food collection seems to be going good. Planks are getting used as fast as we can make them. I don't have a worker for there. Our water is full. I'm gonna pause that and hopefully... Yes, okay, we got somebody there. Making more planks. Good, good, good. Well, there's food in the thing. Go get yourself a meal. Let's see, what other well-being? Teeth grinding stone, we've got that. Okay, let me plan this out real quick. There. There. And we'll have corn, berries, because we always end up with a ton of berries. Actually, I don't need this one. They can reach this one from that one. Yep, see. They're gonna get that built. And we've got lots of planks coming in. We've got 2 open beds. I think we don't really want to build another house yet, but... Oh no, we're good. I got 1 now. We can add in to the water. Actually, let's do... There, I don't need somebody on water. So when you have the floodgates, when you control one, if they're hooked in a series like this, meaning they're all in a straight line, you can control all of them. So you can see here, this one, I closed it off. Now the water's going around it. So you can actually make the water go faster, and I don't know the specifics of how fast you can actually make it go, but obviously you can see there it's going fast. It slows down, and it controls both of them, like I said. So it's pretty cool to have. Now something you have to be careful of is if you close all of these and the water's moving, you will flood this entire thing. Like, it's bad. I do think I need another dock point for the platforms. Let's put it right there. That'll work. Okay, I think they're gonna get that built really well. This one, it's getting there, but it's questionable. The biggest problem is that they have such a long route from where the trees are to where the lumber is that it's taking up most of their time. So you see right now we've only got this one little, see, starting to flood over. So we should open that and get the water back out. Buildings flooded, yeah. We blocked everything up on the downside. But like I said, the main idea is that when we go into a drought situation, we'll keep enough water in here for it. Usually lasts at least 2 days into a drought, and then we'll have enough water to keep the farm going. Then we don't have to worry so much about the farms dying. Put a higher priority on that. And then I'm maxed out on planks, which that means I need to build my rampway. So let's see here. I need the double, which I can research that. Okay, so to build the rampway, I've got those two there. Kind of feel like maybe I should, hold on. Let me theory craft here for a minute. Let's go ahead and I know I'm gonna need a path in here. I'm gonna need that because the buildings are gonna face this way. And then to build the rampway, I need one space behind, but then 3 spaces, 1 space forward and aft. So we need that one. And then I think for this one, no, it's this one. No, I can't put it on that one. Which one is it? Let's see. I can put this here, but then I need a 2, a 2, and a 2. And then go back to 1, 1, and then 2. I think that's what it was 1, 1, and then that's a, I think that's how that'll work. So that's that's like the most condensed stairway that I know how to make. So that will get them up 3 levels, and then you can obviously go up from there, but then that gives them a platform access to everything. I could rotate it actually the other way. If I rotated it this way, then I could just go and then I have access up each thing. Okay. Either way, it'll work right there, so I can do that. Yep. Yep. Yes. Okay. So then storage, medium warehouse. Put one there. 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 And there. And then that gives me, what was it? I have a space there. I have space here to do more with, but what? I'm not sure. Something can go there. Okay, so front is carrot, berry, and then nope, there's a drought approaching, which also means that I want to build stairs. I need, like, this is a high priority tasking here. That is, I want that done. And then I'm gonna do there. And then I want to build another floodgate here, 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 in there. I will get rid of that one square. And then I'll build another floodgate right there. I guess I could just build it across there, but that's more. Let's see if they... I know that obviously they can swim and build in the water. They're beavers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meh, that'll be fine. So I won't be able to control them all together, but I can control some of them individually. So if I wanted just this one to stay open, then I can do that. Unfortunately, the planks are a very, very long way away. And they can't go that way. We're just gonna go with what it's what we got, it's what we got. They can do it. I believe in them. They're busy beavers. Oh, you're not doing anything? Go help build. The drought cometh. Yeah, let's do pause, pause, pause. We've got trees over here, so get them working on these trees here that are closer. That can pause. You're literally swimming in water. You can't just take a drink right there. So I am going to close that one completely. Because with the drought coming, I'm going to want to... Hopefully if I can get... There we go. Close that one. Come on, guys. Get her built. Come on. Come on. Come on. I believe in you. Before the water runs out. No. Okay, let's do... Water's topped off. I can't get that done in time. Now, obviously, like we've seen before, the drought happens and doesn't stop immediately. Water doesn't go away immediately, but we can see that it's slowing down a bit. Okay. Come on, get it done, get it done. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close these off. I didn't keep enough water in there, I don't think. Okay, we're gonna pause. Pause. Wish there was some conditional option that you could put that if there's 0 power. Come on, get it done, get it done, get it done. I'm gonna work them into the night. There we go. Alright, going back to 16 hours. No! The last of the water dried up. Okay, well luckily we've got the water stored here that'll keep our farm going and then the berries going for a bit. So we did good with that. Hey, look, they got that. Okay, so then we've got the floodgates here and here. That'll help us retain some water. I have 3 that are unemployed. Let's do... You can gather up some more berries. They should get to building that. Right, cool. And then... Once I can... Okay, so... If I do it this way, then there should be one at every level. If not, I'll have to tear it down and start it over again, but I don't think we're quite at the point to where I need to worry about having a second layer or second level. Need somebody to work back here to manage the trees that were lost. Drought's almost over. It'll be good by the next day. Okay, so then the next thing that we want to look at is for high yield water storage, because the droughts will get longer, but we also want to look at collecting up some bad tide water, which comes from here, because that's what's going to let us make our dynamite. Now, to collect up bad water, we need to have the bad water collection, so we need 5 more points for that into science, and then we can do that, and I'll have somebody come over here and we'll collect up some of that. And then at some point we can make some dynamite, which will be here. Which I'm not quite sure. I have yet to build dynamite, so I don't know, you know, how the beavers handle that. Hopefully carefully. I think I'm gonna have to build some extra houses. We've got more than enough food at the moment, so let's go ahead and build another house here. And make sure I open everything, because when the water starts heading down, it's gonna head down. And there it goes. The water all back into action. I'm not quite sure why they go down there, but whatever. Campfire. We need a spot for them to go on, have some fun. We'll let them build that. Okay, we need to use some more planks. So go ahead and come over here. Research bad water. Oh, I don't have any gears yet, so no. I need to unlock gears. Yes. Okay, so then we need gears. How much is popping out of that? So I'm using 100 of it right now. So I could build a gear house here. For a second I thought where my planks were was floating. Okay, so that helps with their happiness. Their shelter is 0.8. There's empty beds. What? Oh, it's because they don't like their type of house. What a bunch of snooty falooty hoity-toities. I was hoping I'd have an extra couple of workers by now. He died of old age. Let's close off that one. No, let's see if I can raise the water level some. I did a little. That slowed it down a lot. There we go. Back up to speed. That, they got that. We got gears. Oh, I need a place to store gears. That's important. Gears are stored in the same small warehouses as 2, 3. And then all 3 of these will store gears. Nope, that's not a gear. That's a gear. I don't have anyone to work here. I'm kind of running low on wood. I really thought that they would make a couple more beavers by now. If I don't have more beavers, I can't make a bigger farm. Can't make a bigger farm, I can't plant more potatoes to cook potatoes. It's this really bad catch-22. Water is lacking quite a bit. Oh, you guys don't do anything? Good. Go work somewhere else. Alright, piling up some gears. And another day has passed. One of the things I have not quite figured out yet is districts and how you move stuff between them, how you set them up, and whatnot else. So if you know any tips or tricks about the districts, let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna have to start researching that, because I know once I get past pretty much like this canal here that we're gonna need some districts. I can get the beavers out there, but it definitely is tricky, which reminds me I need to build a walkway right there. Okay, and then we're gonna come out here. I'm gonna build straight across. And I need stairs there, and then this I'm gonna build that's a single levee, double floodgates. Yes, because I want to block off the water completely. So the idea is here, yes, I'm killing off all the water over to here for now. There's nothing over here I need the water. I want to shove as much water this way as I can. It will cause more of a buildup. The water will be higher, but when we go into a drought, it'll save us more water into here, so it'll be filled up to there, so we don't have to worry as much, so we'll be able to pump it out, make sure that we have water throughout the drought. There. And once I get over to here, everything over there. Now I'm pretty sure I only need one layer, but I'm gonna build two. Oh, and then the other thing is, I always forget, build the path over. There they go. Get that built. I don't have any available workers. Let's see, I've got 11 gears, 82 planks. They're really liking this fire pit. Come on. You don't need that much sleep. Yeah, there's those built. I'm not sure what the downfall is to having it further away. I know there's something about 50 steps or 50 squares away from your district center makes things extended out. I'm not exactly sure what the ramifications of that are. Obviously, they have a much longer travel time. The beavers that are going back and forth pretty much only do one thing and then they're almost done for the day. So they've got to go from their house or wherever, pick up the wood, the planks, which are all the way down there. That's probably not the greatest of ideas, but it's what we've got. Hopefully they'll do the entire bottom layer, and that way at least we'll have some blocked off. And then there is a bit of a spillway here, but what will end up happening is that this first layer will be plenty, and then the water will back up this way. At some point I will want to close this off, and I'll close it off probably right here. And then this will still hold water, but then it comes through like this, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yep, they're building the bottom layer first. Cool. Luckily, this just takes logs to build the dams. Come on, I want to get this first one done. You guys can do it. You're hungry and thirsty. Well, we've got plenty of water working right now. We did end up picking up some extra beavers because now we're at 0 vacancies and no extra workers, so the extra jobs that we had did get filled. So you can see this is backing up now. They should get this one finished here in a minute, sometime. Yeah, it is a very long trek for them. Okay, let's get all this. While they're doing that, let's get rid of all these stumps. And so we'll do something productive, right? Oh, I don't need that one either. Yay, it's all blocked off. And it actually only fills up to there. Okay, that's cool. Alright, which means we got more power going through here. Flax, lumberjack workers. Oh, somebody died. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, and then we're still getting... We got more power coming this way. We've got... plenty of water that way. It did seem like it slowed down a bit through there, but this one's picking up. It's getting some more water. I can probably get it to speed up, but I don't really need it to. So we'll leave that there. And so yeah, I think we'll call that a video for today. The next project we're going to be working on, obviously finish that out, and then I'm going to try to get over here. We're going to collect up some metal, and then we're going to be collecting up the bad water so we can make some dynamite, so we can blow something up. What? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, what should we blow up first? Should we... I don't know. It's dynamite. There's lots of options. So let me know what we should blow up, and you guys have a great one, and we'll catch you on the next episode.